Good morning and welcome to another live chat. Welcome to my craft room where things are everywhere and the door is open. So I might shut that later in case we get visitors coming through the door. Anyway, how are we all? I can see Leanne and Nikki, Kathy, and Game Widows is here early. Thank you very much for joining us. Wow, can you believe it's February? What's the date today? It's the 8th. Oh, wow, it's my mum's birthday. Anyway, we shall carry on. Yeah, can you believe it's February? We'll just skip over the fact that it's my mum's birthday today. Happy birthday, Mum. Can you believe it's February? Like, what? It's been Christmas, it's been New Year's, we've had Australia Day here in Australia. Yeah, and before you know it, it's February. We've got people jumping on. I can see people's names popping up. Zebra Kitten, hello, welcome. Eclectic Goods, Chantelle's here as well. Of course, Chantelle's here because without Chantelle, we wouldn't have this fabulous setup. We've got comments popping up down here. I have got no control today because I forgot to log into the program. So I don't have any control. So yeah, could get interesting. Nah, it'll be all good. Yes, hello, gotcha hooked Vicky from California. What's the weather like in California today? Let us know wherever you are in the world. What is the weather like where you are today? So I am about, I'm going to say 2 hours south of Sydney. If you know where Canberra is, it's kind of near Canberra, but not quite. And according to my computer, it's 70, it is not 70. 17 degrees Celsius, and it is cloudy outside. I've got my blind shut, but I can just see through them. It's definitely cloudy. I have not been outside yet because I woke up at about 9:10, and I get on here at 10 o'clock. So I have jumped through the shower and had breakfast in record time. And here we are. So this room looks like a complete... You can't see everything, so you can just see some mess here and some mess down there. The cricket's not where it should be, but the rest of the room is just literally stuff chucked. Because I have a table here, my craft table, and I have one of those. Here we've got Bunnings, which if you're in America, that's like Home Depot, where you can buy all the things like plumbing, gardening, building stuff. What else do they have? I'm in my head, I'm walking around the shop, tools, things like that. So I've got a fold up table, which is just here. You cannot see it. And I had to borrow it. I was trying to think what it was for. I think I had a barbecue. I volunteer at a women's shed, and we have a barbecue fundraiser, and we use my table, and we use another lady's table for the barbecue. So that got dragged out. So everything that goes on the table, the sewing machine, the overlocker or serger, if you call it a serger, so it all got ripped out. So yeah, beautiful day in Melbourne, 11 degrees Celsius in Indiana. 11 sounds really refreshing. We've had, and I know Chantelle's had some really hot weather too. We've had reasonably cool weather for summer, but then we've had these really hot days, and you're just not ready for it because you're used to, lovely, nice days. The sun's out. You got a t-shirt and maybe a pair of shorts on, and all of a sudden it's like you can't take off enough clothes. It is so hot. So yeah, it's lovely to have some cool weather. Oh, Suzanne Lynch is saying it's 4 degrees Celsius there at 11 on a cold Tuesday night in Ireland. Welcome, Suzanne. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. I have no idea how many people's on the chat because I'm not logged into the program. So how many people's on the chat and how many thumbs up do we have? If you haven't given us a thumbs up, then I think it's down here. Click the thumbs up. Wow, heat wave. What? 30 degrees at midnight. Wow. What was it during the day? That's insane. It is hot. especially at midnight, and that is impossible to try and go to sleep. Hey, Pixie Stitch, how are you? 36 watching and 15 thumbs. Thanks, Chantelle. Leanne's saying it's much cooler in Queensland, so that's awesome. Did anyone get any crochet done over the break? I'm trying to think. I did that much crochet over the break because I've been super busy, and I'll talk more about that later. I've been really busy, and I don't know, when you have a break off holidays and, a break off holidays, that makes no sense. A break from work, and you're just like, I'm not going to do any work. I'm just going to do what I want. That's what I did. So for me, crochet is work. I mean, I do love crocheting, but for me, crochet is work. Plus, we've had some hot weather, so it's not really crochet weather. And I've had my hands full with certain things around the house. Lan says, also make sure you're in the live chat rather than the top chat, or you'll miss some of the conversation. Thank you so much, Leanne. As you can see, I'm out of practice. I have 0 notes. Like, there is not even a piece of paper with some notes on it. So just make sure you can hear me. Let me know. I should have said that before, but I did not. Make sure you have your live chat on. So where you're chatting in the chat box up the top, it'll say top chat or live chat. Click on live chat and you won't miss any of the exciting stuff. Yeah, so I'm assuming you can all hear me because you're all replying to my questions. Angela's been making a few hooded scarves. They sound so good. I don't own a hooded scarf. The one I made for my video many, many, many years ago, I gave to a friend many years ago. It's probably 10 years ago now. I gave my one to a friend. I really need to make some more because I love to wear a hood in winter because it's cold. Megan's been making the face scrubbies I made from your pattern were a hit at Christmas. That's so cool. Awesome. Chantelle, how many face scrubbies did you end up making? I know you were making some. Kathy's working on the easy mosaic blanket. I'm terrible at remembering names. Kathy, I'm pretty sure you're the person that's making it in the fun zone, Fiberific fun zone. And a knit blanket and an Attic 24 blanket. I had planned to make one of the Attic 24 blankets. I think it's her latest crochet along. Something about breeze or something about cold weather. The name of the pattern's got like something to do with cold weather, I think. Anybody know? And I plan to make that for a friend who's having a baby. She's due next month, so it's really not going to happen. Yes, that was it, Chantelle. The spring frost cowl. I knew it was something to do with cold weather. And also the fireside blanket. Yeah, the spring frost crochet along. It looked really pretty in her photos, and I was really going to make it for a friend, but Christmas had other ideas, so yeah. Rosie's making 4 blankets. Wow. Are they all different patterns, or are they all the same? Hang on. I've literally just woken up, so my brain's not even in gear yet. Are they all the same pattern, Rosie, or are they different? Wow, Chantelle ended up making around 24 to 30 face scrubbies. They work up so quick that I think before you know it, you've made like 4 before you've even thought about it. Rosa's making Krista at the Secret Yarny Bloomscape blanket. That sounds really lovely. I haven't seen that one. Bob Cohen, hello, welcome. Crochet blanket is too big to be sitting on me. Sitting on my lap, so I have been knitting a shawl and making weaving bands with the with the inkle loom. What is an inkle loom? I'm assuming it's a loom, but I don't know what an inkle loom is. Good morning, Sally. Welcome to the chat. So as you can see, Sally's name there has a little I'm calling it a yarn ball. It's really not a yarn ball. Oh, actually, I think on YouTube, because I'm in the StreamYard program, on YouTube it's something else. I think it's a star, but I think they've changed again how it's all displayed. I really should have YouTube on, but I don't.
Morning.
I was blind by the seat of my pants today.
Really?
Yes. Had you noticed?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I thought I'd come in and save you, if that's okay.
Thank you.
On YouTube, it is a star. And in our software that we're using for our live streaming, it brings it across as an S for a like as in a super member.
Oh, right. Is
So
that what that's
yeah.
supposed to be?
Yeah, I have actually talked to StreamYard about why it's different, but it's actually what YouTube send to StreamYard. So,
Right.
but I thought we could have a quick chat about channel members and about what
Yes.
they get and
Yeah.
the perks that they have. So if you see a join button on your screen just under the chat here or next to the subscribe button, that means you're currently not a channel member. If you click on that, you can see a list of things. It's not, if you click on it, you can still click away. You're not obligated to purchase anything, but it'll show you a list of everything that Claire is promising as, you know, the owner of the membership. There's another word for it. I've been awake for way more hours than Claire, but my brain's like, it's time for more coffee. So
Yes.
it is channel members get a few additional perks on top of what Claire has got written, which is the name is highlighted in the chat and they get a special icon. The icon color changes depending on how long you've been a member for. You can see that Deb D's got a beautiful, gorgeous yellow star, whereas Leanne's Craft Room has an orange star. There's about 6 or 7 different colors that you can that they progress through as your time as a member changes. So you can see that. So Leanne's is also says that she's blue because Leanne is also a channel moderator, which means you be nice to Leanne or she can boot you out of the chat.
Yeah.
But if you're super nice to me, I can bring you back. So the channel members' names are green. So they're highlighted for both Claire and myself. So we can pay you a little more attention. Try not to miss your messages. Now, if you are a channel member and you've been a member for 30 days or more, when you click the super chat button, so down the bottom of the chat, there's a little $sign. When you click that, you get a free super chat. So we can see a special message from you. It pops up as a big green box on YouTube. Unfortunately, StreamYard don't actually give us the big green box for the super chat messages, but I cut and paste them and I'll bring them into screen for you so you can see them. But it just means that we can give you some special attention. And Claire also does super chat. Not super chat, it does members posts. So there's things that Claire puts out on YouTube that only the members can see. So you can totally set. So you can see Kelly here has supported the channel for 4 months. She's got her big green box there. Thank you
for
for
logging on my phone while you're doing that.
Yeah, you need to bring up YouTube, man.
I do.
StreamYard, which is a software we use for the live streaming, it's awesome, but it has some limitations. So Kelly is like awesomely showing how we do, some of the advantages. But I'm gonna run away because we've got lots and lots and lots of messages in the chat for Claire. But that's the advantages of becoming a channel member. Oh, Claire's excited. What's Claire excited about?
Oh, I'm showing everyone, but they can totally see it.
Yeah, they can all see it. Yeah, they can see it. They can see it. So big,
it's still too
giant
bright.
green box. Phone's on too bright. If you want to show your phone screen, you need to drop your brightness down a little and make sure it's in front of your face. Cover your face. There you go.
Yay!
But yes,
it's dark, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. But I'm going to run away and I'm going to bring up some more chat messages from our channel members and people who are here for the chat. See you later.
All right, thank you. Yeah. I'm just seeing if you can see. Why is it not? Oh, my face is in the way. No, it's still too bright. I'm trying to figure out. Isn't it weird? Like, it's not even that bright on my phone, but it's just like blowing out on the screen. And it won't, I know it won't focus because it's a webcam. So I have been super busy. I just need to do something to my phone. I have been super busy since Christmas. Like, I cannot believe it's February. What is it? The February 8th already. Hang on. I'm getting there. Just bear with me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
I was going to say, while Claire's doing that, I'll jump back in. Hi. No idea what she's doing. Good job, Claire. I've just popped in a message up on the screen here from Trish Brasolin. She's been a member for 18 months. So thank you so much. That's probably one of the original channel members right there. So thanks so much for jumping in and sharing that as well. There was an excellent question. Any tricks on doing a border around a square for easy sewing together quilt style? The squares are worked from side to side, single crochet with a bubble heart in the middle. That would probably be a better thing to throw a photo of into the Facebook group, wouldn't it? So because sometimes it's pretty hard to visualize these things. So if you can grab a good photo and pop it over in Claire's Facebook group, that would be super helpful.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, because I'm terrible at visualizing.
Alrighty, are you ready to rock and roll there, Claire?
You can stay on.
Okay, all right.
But this is why I've been busy since Christmas.
Oh my goodness, hang on. There we go. Claire's big. It's a puppy. It's a puppy. Oh my gosh, Claire. What's your puppy's name?
He's not bigger than that now, though. Yay, I got a puppy. So
what is the puppy's name? You have to tell us his name.
So his name is Charlie. I worked it out. He's almost 4 months old. He'll be 4 months old next week. He's a neo-mastiff cross mastiff. So basically
he's going to need a saddle is what's going to...
he's basically a little pony. What else do I tell you when I'm announcing a birth? That's about
it. And he chews on everything. And the puppy chews on everything, including your arms. And
does he ever?
Standard puppy. So much puppy love in the chat, Claire. There's so much puppy love.
Yeah. Thank you. So this was us yesterday trying to get a selfie.
Oh, that's so cute.
What's that in that camera?
Oh my goodness. All right.
He's adorable.
He is absolutely adorable. So adorable.
So that's why I've done absolutely nothing.
Focus has been on something else.
Goodness and it's been awesome. It's been so cool.
Wow.
And I'm
what's it like having a dog again? It's been a long time since you've had a dog. What's it like having a dog in the house again?
Oh, it's been a very long time. Actually, on Tuesday next week, which is Valentine's Day, that is exactly 10 years since Bob passed away. 10 years. Like, what? I can't believe it's been that long.
Wow.
And I was actually saying to my husband yesterday, I said to him, because Charlie's gone through the biting phase, he's gradually coming out of it. He's still biting as a puppy, but and he's just feral. He's just everywhere. He doesn't sit still. So I said to Chris,
he's a puppy.
Yeah. And I said
2 years it takes to get out of that phase for most puppies.
What?
Yeah, sorry, Claire.
Don't tell me that. So I said to Hubby, I was like, is this what it's like when people go for their second child? Because they're like, oh, babies are so cute. Oh, let's have another baby. And then you have the baby and you go, oh,
what was I thinking?
This is what I forgot about. This is what it was like.
Because you forget about the whole never sleeping, nappies, all the not so much fun stuff.
Yeah.
But you always remember all the lovey, fun, gorgeous things.
Yeah.
When we got Louie after we lost Snowy, because Snowy was was over 10 when she passed away. So it had been a really long time since we'd had to deal with a puppy. We'd forgotten, oh gosh,
yeah.
we've got a toilet train. We've got to stop.
Yep.
We have to lift everything up. So like he's basically ate through a leg on a chair, you know, like the things that they do when they're puppies, because they're puppies and you forget and you're like, oh, I've got to have it, you know, need new dog. Anyway.
Bye, Pixie Stitch. Sorry.
Bye, Pixie Stitch. It's good to see you.
We've had him out. He's an outside dog because we have a nice house. We have a couch that's it's as old as we've been here. So it's only 3 years old. So it's 3 years old, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
And we just decided that he's going to be an outside dog. If he came inside, he was in a crate, which he didn't mind. Like he was just in his little safe place. And he started weeing on his blankets inside in his crate. And I was like, I'm not having that. So we got in this awesome kennel. Like it's huge. Like I can get inside the kennel and like crouch. Like I have to crouch, but I can walk around in it. It's huge. So you can be out there, you can run
like
around.
Crawling around inside of a dog kennel. But anyway.
Yeah. It's like a farm dog. It's not really a kennel.
Well, I mean,
like
you guys are on a farm. You guys are on a farm. So So Chelsea has
run around
said that she has posted her photo in the Facebook group. So we can all go in and check that during the stream and after. So you can get lots of people's help on that one and lots of suggestions.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, so that's where my time has been.
Okay, so I'm here again. I'm hi.
Hi.
So because you haven't got your list, it's throwing me off, you not having your list.
There's no list.
Have we checked what's in the cups?
Yes, what's in everybody's cups?
I have water.
The world's biggest drink bottle.
I'm down to the last sip of water. So everyone can pop in the chat what's in their cups. Claire, this is your first live stream back for 2023.
It is, yeah.
You had an awesome break, and obviously you needed it for puppy care. So 2023, have you? I'm just going to throw you under the bus. Are you ready? What have you got planned for your YouTube channel for 2023? Have you given it any thought at all? What? No. Claire's like, nope. It's like, thanks for that, Chantelle. Fired.
Nothing. I have nothing planned, so then anything else is a bonus.
Yay. Okay, so wish list scenario. Do you plan on dropping tutorials this year?
Yes, I do. I do have my first one I've got planned in my head. My first one, I want to make a hat that goes to I can't get the blanket because I have no idea where it is. Oh, it's in that bag, which I'm not getting at. But the blanket I did is that the right way? Yes. What's it called? The mosaic blanket I did.
That's gorgeous.
I want to make a hat.
That's the blanket that oh my gosh, my brain won't give it to me.
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy, thank you. Kathy's working on. She's doing a full-size blanket in that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So I'm planning to make a hat with that. And I think someone in our private chat that we've got with most of the girls that went to the retreat, I think someone in there made a cow.
Oh, okay.
Which was on my list. It might have been
That'd be so warm.
Yeah. So I did have that planned as well, but obviously someone's already made one, but that's fine.
That's okay. You can make a different cow. So you've got those coming. You are live streaming, obviously. We've already got one. So live streams are happening. Are you attending any events this year now that we can travel again?
Well, I had planned to go. I am planning to go to the Crochet Guild of Australia conference. I think they call it conference. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Which obviously I haven't planned much. I think it's in June, July.
Yeah.
I think it's in June. It's around the beginning of June.
This year.
Yes, it is in Sydney.
So that's much closer to you. So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It's about to get to Sydney for us is probably to get to where it is probably just under 3 hours.
Yeah.
So obviously I'll be staying in there.
Yeah. You don't want to
Dad
commute that.
lives, yeah, Dad lives about an hour and a half on a train away. I was like, do I really want to do that every morning? I like sleeping.
That'd be a hard no from me. When I go to conferences, I'm like, where is the closest hotel to this conference center? Oh
So
no,
when
I have to walk 7 minutes. Is there anywhere closer?
So when I wake up 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be there.
Because you don't do alarms. Leanne has let us know it's the first weekend of June. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Leanne.
If you want more information on the Crochet Guild of Australia's event, maybe one of the mods could throw a link in. That would be great. Or you can just Google Crochet Guild of Australia conference and hopefully something would come up. I don't know. I've not checked.
So hopefully I'm going to that. I haven't booked any accommodation or anything, so which is ridiculous. Because they have asked me to come along again. I was invited to. God, does that mean that other one was 2 years ago?
Yeah. Can you believe that, Claire? Claire and I stayed together. We shared a house for the last one, and it was a lot of fun. And
how long? 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Because that was, I think it was either June or July. 2 years ago, July, I think. 2 years ago.
Wow.
I know. I had to do some paperwork for something, and I kept checking the date and be like, no, 2021. Am I sure? Yes, is the answer.
Where did 22 go? Like,
I don't know.
What did we do?
Sal's asking if you're coming to the retreat again, the Fiberific retreat.
I really want to.
You have to wait and
doing the 2, because when your retreat is?
August. I think it's 15, 16, the second weekend of August.
Yeah.
So
I'm not promising anything because I know each one will be like probably $1.5 grand worth of spending.
Yeah.
And that's just to get there. I mean, just to get there in the accommodation.
Well, hopefully the airfares to Brisbane are a lot more reasonable this time around. Last year's retreat, it turned out that a lot of the interstate travelers had to pay these ridiculous airfares. Like, I know the Melbourne girls were paying $800 return for theirs.
Yeah, and mine was 700 and something.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping that now that the airlines have opened up a lot more. Oh,
yes.
Kelly's saying it's August 4 to 6. Where did I get 15 to 16 from? I don't even know the date of my own retreat. I'm just checking my calendar to making sure I've got it in. No, it is. It's the first weekend of August. Well done, me. Yes, thank you, Kelly.
Everybody will turn up and no Chantelle.
Yeah, it's like, I was here 2 weeks. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. What are you guys doing there?
Yeah, text. Where are you?
Yeah. There we go. Crochet Guild link is in the chat. You can.
Thank you, Leanne.
And Sal's also thrown that in as well. So that's in there. Yeah, Game Widow says her airfare was painful.
Yeah. I was invited.
Oh, Kelly says it's her anniversary. Kelly, are you coming to retreat on your anniversary weekend? Because she's booked in. Are you going to cancel or are you coming to hang out with us? Hi, honey. I love you. Bye.
Can't talk, busy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Or maybe she remembers because it's caused an issue that she's not going to be home for the anniversary. She's like, she's written, I am coming. Oh, my gosh.
We love you, hubby.
Angela says that I told my fiance that if I could get the money someday that I would be going to the retreat. It sounds like so much fun. We do. We have a great time at the retreat. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually going to be, that's only a month apart then. First weekend of July, first weekend of August. So I'll know how strong our friendship is based on no. Oh my God. Oh goodness.
But I was invited by Sam, can't remember her last name off the top of my head. I do know it, but I was invited by Sam, who's running, I'm pretty sure he's organizing most, I shouldn't say that, maybe she's not, but she's part of the team that's organizing the conference. And I was invited by her to come along to sort of like come on stage if there was nothing and just sit and chat with people about crochet. Pretty much like
Yeah.
this, just with
Yeah.
real people.
Yeah. It's
Real
like
people.
an MC kind of role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
And just get
or
on
greet a
stage and talk.
host thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was literally last year. Oh, do you have a delivery? Who knows? Yeah, so I was invited to.
Someone could have breathed in the street. Who knows? Louise is like, oi, get out of my entire street.
Yeah, so I was invited by Sam. I haven't spoken any more about it. So I want to go because obviously crochet.
Yeah.
And it's in Sydney, so it's a different.
It's kind of local for you.
Yeah, and it'll be different people because 2 years ago it was in
Queensland, Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, in Queensland. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be different people. So I really do want to go. McNally, thank you, Leanne. Samantha McNally is one part of the team who's organising it also. I imagine they are in just full preparation mode, even though it's a couple of months away.
Well, I mean, I know for myself running a much smaller scale event, it is a brain time consuming thing for months beforehand.
Yeah.
So Roz has a question. Can you make an adult-sized hat with ear flaps, please? I can't find a free pattern for one that's a grown-up size. It gets extremely cold in Michigan for a long time. So you could add that to your list of something.
I think I have one. Just give me phone. 2 seconds. I think I have one. I should know this.
Well, there you go. I mean, you really should know.
I have so many patterns.
But you have designed a couple of things, which does make it a little harder. I think Bub might be a little bit behind in the chat. So she's talking about her drinks, and then we were talking about the events, and Bub's gone, they grab your craft and run away. And I'm thinking, who does? But now I think she's talking about puppies.
Right, yes. I would say
she might be just a little behind in the chat there. So you've got some cool stuff coming up for 2023, which sounds great.
Terrible photo.
Is that an adult size or a kid size?
It is a kid size in that, but I think in the tutorial, I think you can make it into adult size.
It's
called Gumdrop Hat Crochet Tutorial.
Can you say that again, please?
Gumdrop. So Gum, like Gumtree. Gumdrop's Hat Crochet Tutorial. Okay. 9 years old. Oh my gosh.
That's due for a refresh. That's due for a refresh, Claire, and an actual adult version of the pattern. Just add that to your list.
It is. It's not my pattern. It is crochet. No, wait, that's me. Not crochet, Claire. My hobby is crochet. Her name's Kinga. I think she's from the Netherlands or somewhere there. It's her hat pattern, but I just did a tutorial on it.
Okay, all right. Someone's written here that the gumdrop hat easily upsizes. So Reclectic Goods has written that it easily upsizes.
Thank you.
So there you go.
When I make a tutorial, I at the most will make it twice. I'll do a practice, maybe do a practice. If it looks hard, I'll do a practice and then I'll do one for the tutorial. So I only ever make it at the maximum twice. But then other people, so people who watch the tutorial, like myself, if I watch a tutorial, you're like, oh, I love this pattern. I'm going to make 10. So you kind of know more about the pattern than the actual person that did the tutorial. Because you've done it so many times.
Because you also have to move on to the next tutorial.
That's right.
That's the other thing. Like it is like Carla Franklin is saying hi, Claire from Oregon. And she doesn't know if you remember her. I don't know.
Oh, you? Yes, I do, Carla.
There you go.
Long time.
So yeah, because this is the thing. Like you've got to basically design the pattern, test the pattern, do the tutorial for the pattern, then design a pattern, then test a pattern, and you're in that cycle rather than creating it as a gift over and over again.
Yeah.
I've got tutorials on my channel where people will ask me how to do something. I'll be like, hang on, I'll just check, and I'll go and watch my. Oh yeah, you do it like this,
absolutely,
because I've totally forgotten how to do it.
Yep. And they could have, and because they've just commented on it, they've just watched it. But in your head, like that video was 9 years ago. I don't remember a thing about it. I remember some sort of post stitches, but I don't remember a thing about how to do it. I would literally have to watch my own tutorial to make that hat.
Yeah, and what you tend to be able to like watch it through quite quickly because you're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to get that sort of memory kickstart.
Yeah.
It's 10 years ago. Could you make it again off the top of your head?
No, I'm all look all weird. I'm going really glary.
No, you're all right. I'm quite dark because I wasn't planning on coming on camera today, so I don't have all my like cool lighting set up, so I'm a little dark over here. And I'm still here. Like, you tell me when you want me to go away. I just you know, I don't like to leave you floundering like a fish on a deck. Oh my gosh!
At all. I'm just like digging that hole.
Yeah, like, hang on, where's my shovel?
Stop it! I'm getting hot. I've only got.
I know. I'm like, I regret the decision to not turn the air conditioning on. Goodness me, yeah, laughing makes me hot. I don't know why. Lots of extra people jumping in the chat. We've now got 42 people watching and 37 thumbs up.
Hi, everybody.
So, yeah, lots of people jumping in. Don't forget to throw your questions in if you've got any questions for Claire. I'm just, you know, here. I'll go away in a minute and leave you to Claire by yourselves.
If you missed the exciting news, let's give you another look.
What's the
two exciting newses?
Oh, yeah. Exciting news number 1. Claire should have... If you had sent me a photo, Claire, if you just text me the photo, I can bring it up on screen for you.
Okay, give me like 3 seconds and I can do that.
Okay. These
There's
things.
so many photos of him that are blurry because he doesn't sit still.
Goodness me. All right.
Oh dear. So there's 2 exciting newses. That's not even a word. Kelly says, did you work on any crochet over your break, or has it all been puppy? Absolutely no crochet. I'm pretty sure I didn't even pick up a crochet hook. Yeah, I didn't even know I was getting Charlie. Oh, I'm going to do a separate video.
There you go.
Oh, look at him.
There's Charlie on the screen. I mean, I didn't make it pretty. I just made him boss.
He's so cute. And that was taken a little while ago.
You might have to get a new photo, but he's adorable. He's absolutely adorable. So you've been working very hard with Charlie.
I have. He's learning things, so I'm glad I don't have a dumb dog.
Yeah.
We're working on down at the moment. He's got sit and stay. And he's learnt to control himself because I put his food out and then I go and grab him. And he just I don't like a dog who's got food aggression or just like rushes at their food. They have to sit, stay, and wait for a command.
Yeah.
Because it just makes it so much calmer. You haven't got a dog trying to bite you, and So he's almost learnt that when he sees food, he has to sit down first. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Angela says, "Oh my God, so cute." And Roz, who was asking the question about the ear flap hat, has said, "Thank you."
Yes, you're very welcome, Roz.
So there you go. Oh, Sally's back. Sorry, Sally. So glad you're back.
Well, there's actually 3 things that are exciting on this chat. So we got the dog out of the way. I've been holding that secret for so long. Oh my gosh.
The dog, you say? The dog. Hang on. Where is the picture gone? This dog right here.
Oh, he's so cute. Don't let that cuteness fool you. He's like a terror.
Devil.
He's a puppy. He's a typical puppy. Oh my, a boy puppy is at that.
Yeah.
What if girl puppies are any more calmer?
No. The answer is no. Kara's popping
Hey,
in to
Cara,
say
how are
hi.
you? Hello. So there's 3 things. So
Puppy is number
one is the puppy, yes. Number 2, this room, like I said, you can't see the rest of the mess. There is plenty of it. Like there's a corner over here that I literally can't even see the carpet. Like it is just waist-high junk just shoved in here. Because I am getting a new craft room. This is my craft room. This is my office, sewing, cricket room, whatever. It's kind of a craft room. But our double garage, we are emptying out all the stuff that's in there, and that is going to be my craft room. So that's very exciting. That's probably going to happen, I'm going to say next month. There's not really a date. It's around about next month. So I've kind of given up on cleaning this room. Is that bad? I'm too excited about the new place.
Yes, it is bad. It's definitely bad.
I should probably just clean the area that you guys can see and then just shovel the rest of the site because no one will know.
That's what I do.
And no one visits and goes, "Can I see your office?" Like my friends that come here don't even care that I crochet. Like it's not even a thing. They
don't care that Claire is crochet famous.
No, they really don't. They really, really don't. I don't think I've ever had someone say, "Can I see your studio?" No, I don't think so.
Wow. Okay.
Never. No. It's just they see me as me, like as a person rather as the crochet lady.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't care about crochet. Yeah, so that's that. And the third one is that in the last week of February, you thought it was going to be something else.
I had no idea what it was. Ready. I'm waiting, but yeah.
The last week of February, Chantelle and I are going to have some content.
It's content, yeah.
Uploaded.
It'll be our first Yarny Girls podcast will be released in the last week of February. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is very exciting as well.
Yeah. So that will be some fun, some shenanigans.
Yes, it will be. We haven't done anything yet, so it's not like it's behind us.
We've had like Christmas, and then I didn't want to harass Claire while she was on break, because sometimes you just need a break.
You do.
And you know, now we're getting back into work, and you might want to shut that door behind you, Claire. And now we're getting back into work. Kelly Pole is excited. Yarny Girls is happening. Podcast is happening. Zebra Kitten. It's exciting. It is exciting. It is exciting.
Yes, it is exciting.
Azasha Zane, I can't even speak. Rasha Zane has an unusual question for you, Claire, and I'm going to pop off while you answer that.
Thank you. I am confused between crochet and embroidery. Can you help me? Which one is more in demand and which one is better? Okay, so crochet is with a crochet hook, as you know, if you crochet. Here's some crochet. So that's crochet. That is a mosaic crochet. Embroidery is with a needle. You can use thread, you can use wool. And it's more of a sewing technique rather than a hand sewing, rather than a crochet hook with yarn and stuff like that. Which one is more in demand? I would automatically say crochet. I don't know which one is more in demand and which one is better. I'm a bit biased. I do like crochet better. But then embroidery is so beautiful as well. I don't know if that answers your question. Let me know. Megan's saying, has the Yarny Girls podcast started? It has not started. We are planning to have content out in the last week of February. What are we now? Like the first week of February? So in a couple of weeks. If you subscribe, thank you, Sally. How convenient was that? If you subscribe to the Yarny Girls podcast here on YouTube, you will get, don't forget to click the notification bell and you'll get notifications on when our first podcast is out. Excuse me. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you subscribe over there. We are hoping to get 1,000 subscribers. I have no idea what we're up to at the moment. I have not checked. Literally, voice is going. Literally have done nothing. Nothing work-wise since Christmas last year. Leanne saying twinsies because they've both put the Yarny Girl podcast link in there. Thank you so much, ladies. Beat to it. Yes, you did. Kelly's saying totally different crafts, so can't compare. Yes, I agree, Kelly. And Megan has subscribed. Thank you so much. Yes, we are excited too. Can't wait to see what we come up with. My voice has gone funny. I haven't talked and laughed this much in a while. So what's everyone crocheting at the moment? I'm still working on my mosaic blanket. Like I said, I haven't done any crochet since last year. That sounds like a long time. But it's just the bigger version of this. I've got that to work on. I was asked if I was going to be finishing that and if I could enter it into a local show, which is the first week of March. And I was like, no chance, because it's like a quarter finished. Absolutely no chance. I don't like pressure. Chantelle's working on the Spring Frost crochet along. In my head, I would really love to join in with that, but I really don't have the time. There's so many things to fit in at the moment, including my puppy Charlie. So cute. So cute. Ada says, I finished a mosaic cow test pattern. Now I'm knitting. How exciting. Did you enjoy the mosaic crochet? Has anybody tried mosaic crochet before? I have a pattern like this. So see how that's kind of like a brick wall? The colors are staggered. Oops, they're staggered. I have a pattern like this where the colors are all stacked on top of each other, and then the main colors are also stacked on top of each other. So this was just sort of like a rejig of that. So this was the first time I'd done mosaic. That was upside down. Not that it matters. This was the first time I'd done mosaic crochet. So I really enjoyed it because it's really, really easy. It's literally you concentrate on one row. So you're not sort of like juggling two colors or crocheting over another color. There's none of that. It's literally one row. You concentrate on that. So I really, really enjoyed it. Megan's working on a small handbag. Too hot to finish any of my blankets. Agreed. Lap blanket with the lemon peel stitch. That sounds really pretty. Just a question. Are you doing fortnightly YouTube lives? Yes, I will be, Sally. This is my first one. So the next one will be in 2 weeks' time. Chantelle is back on her lives. Her lives are tomorrow at 10 a.m. Queensland time, because I need to readjust my alarm because it keeps setting me off and it's only 9 o'clock in Queensland. So I need to set that. I don't think I'm busy tomorrow, so I'm going to try and be on the live to get to be in the chat on the live. Angela's just finished her hooded scarf, but taking a break today. Excellent. I think everyone probably does, but do you change crochet projects depending on the weather? I think everybody does. Like if it's going to be coming up cold, so we're in summer at the moment, so you might start to make winter items, especially if you sell a lot at markets. Does anyone here do markets? All the questions. Does anybody here do markets? Rasha is saying, I'm from Egypt. Thank you for your answer. Good vibes. You're very welcome. I'm making another of Claire's cozy cows, but doing it in herringbone half double crochet instead of just half double crochet. That sounds really pretty. The cozy cow is great. I have one. I still have the one that I made for my tutorial. That is probably one of very small amount of projects that I could make and not have to go back to the tutorial because it's very easy. It's great. It's got like a V here and then it has a cow. So if you want to wear it you could wear it under a jumper. You could tuck the triangle piece into your jumper if you wanted extra warmth, or just wear it over the top. And then it has a cowl, and you can make the cowl as long as you want. but it's great for jackets too. So I'm not a scarf fan. I don't really particularly like scarves. They fall off. They're always flapping around and being annoying. So I like cows. So a scarf can get quite chunky under a jacket, and just, I don't know, sometimes it could make it hard to do a zip up. But the cozy cow, you literally just, it's a triangle. So it's just like a piece of fabric, really, sitting under your jacket. It's not bulky, and you can still do your jacket up and all of those. Zebra Kitten says she's made 15. Yikes. Ada, I've tried it before. I didn't like it, but this pattern was amazing. This last pattern was amazing. I think that's what you mean. Mosaic blanket in the round. Oh, that sounds really pretty. Also working on drink bottle holders. Excellent. I finally finished sewing in my ends on a multicolour stash blanket and now halfway through the border. Did it have lots and lots of ends? Oh, Leanne's got an origami mouse on her hook, almost ready to stitch him together. I'm not fussed on putting the pieces together. I find that I put that off. Like, I haven't made amigurumi for a while, but you like rush through all the pieces and then you get to the joining bits and you're like, no. A simple half double gradient blanket. Ooh, that sounds really pretty. Crochet is hot, hot, hot. It is. Angela's definitely fallen in love with the hooded scarves. I've also fell in love with cows too. Yeah. Maybe we need to make a hooded cow. Is that a thing? Because then that would eliminate the scarf falling off, but I would still get my hood. I've just finished a scrappy round blanket for your nephew, Jennifer. That sounds so pretty. I don't think I've made a round blanket before. Oh, wait, no, tell a lie, I have. I've done the round granny blanket. Rasha's making placemats and coasters. That's beautiful. Do you, Rasha, do you use cotton to make those? So I was talking about markets before. I do markets, but believe it or not, I don't really take my crochet to the market. Why? I have no idea. I have an Addy knitting machine and I make headbands on there. And I started selling them in a local shop. And then I thought, I'll try my hand at the market. And the markets have been very successful. I haven't done a market for, I'm going to say September last year, maybe even earlier. It's basically, so our winter is, I think, June, July, August. And I do those months because obviously it's a knitted headband, so it's warm. And that's my months where I sell them the best. So I haven't done not Christmas. I haven't done a market since around about that time. So it's now summer, so it's starting to get cooler, gradually starting to get cooler. So I think I'll start making, I know I need to start making headbands again, so I'll have those. And yeah, so that's what I sell at the markets. I do have a few crochet things that I take to the markets, but the knitted headbands on the Addy machine is it's so quick. I can make an adult size headband in less than half an hour. So yeah, there's that. A snooty. Oh, Zan made a cow for her pop and he loved it. That's so cool. Russia uses cotton for her placemats and coasters. That's awesome. Time to knock out a few for a winter coming up. Yes, absolutely, Chantelle. Can we see the headbands? You can. I'm just, give me like about 20 seconds. I'll go grab one.
Make Claire run faster, Claire, run faster. So if you were to go to a market, what kind of thing would you like to see and you would buy from a handmade stall? Pop that in the chat while we wait for Claire to come back. Good night, Zebra Kitten. It was great to see you. Yeah. I put in the chat before, I can imagine the face scrubbies would go well as well. Oh, here we go. Claire is back, everybody.
I do make the face scrubbies actually for my market stall. That is one crochet thing that I do. And that's why I made the tutorial, because I started making them. I started making them for a shop and then made them for markets, and they sell really well because I sell them pretty cheap, probably underpricing myself. So these are the three that I could just grab. Where I live, cold weather can pounce at any time. So I've always got a few just handy, just in case. So if you don't know what an add-in knitting machine is, it's a round loom type machine, and it has a handle, and you just turn it or crank it. You turn the handle, and the loom sort of moves around, and it automatically is like a little. I'm doing this because, you know, the wiggles. If you're an Aussie, you'll get that reference. It has a needle that goes up and down and spins it. This spins around, that goes up and down, and it creates a knitted stitch. So you create a tube, and this is not my design. This is on YouTube. If you look up Addie headband or Addie turban headband or Addie, just look up Addie headband and this will come up. So this is the turban. I think it's called the turban style one. So there's that one. I got a rainbow one. And I got a grey one. I got many colours. So let me show them on. My rainbow is my favourite. Usually my hair is up. So you can, I don't normally wear it this way, but you can wear it this way if you wanted to. Oh, poke my eyes out. So you could wear it like that if you wanted to, like if you've got long hair. But I usually wear it to this. That's a good look. I usually wear mine to the side. It's like 80s. But my hair's normally in a ponytail. So, or a messy bun or something like that. Oh, it's much easier if you take your glasses off first. Let's just pretend that my hair's up. I don't have any hairbands here. It's very rare. Yeah, it does. It keeps your ears nice and warm. Where I live, it is very windy, especially in winter. And I get like sore ears if I'm outside in the wind. So I literally live in these during winter. I do not obviously wear them to bed, but any other time I have got them on. So that's the headband. So yeah, that's what I sell at the markets. Like I said, I can make one in half an hour, less than half an hour. So to me, it's probably the easiest than crocheting them. It's much easier on my hands as well, because you're just turning a thing like that. So it's much easier on my hands. And it's something different to crochet. So I get to have a break doing this. So last year or the year before, I think I sold over 350 of them. Like, it was insane. So that's why I make them. And they're different. Like, most people haven't seen them before. My hair's all feral now. Most people haven't seen them before. So yeah, that's why I make them. And I can make them in all different colours. Most people I have seen, I'm in a few Addie Facebook groups, most people I have seen use a worsted weight, which is a number 4 yarn, around about a 10 ply, around about an Aran weight. But personally, I find my machine doesn't particularly like it unless it's a really thin weight, 10 ply number 4 or an Aran weight, unless it's a really thin one. But these are 8 plies. So this is a number 3 weight yarn. Sorry, I'm leaning on the desk and it's squeaking. a number 3 weight yarn, an 8 ply, or a double knit in England. So this is Stylecraft yarn. I find the Stylecraft is the perfect thickness. And this is a, what's it called? Ice Yarns is a website, and this is their rainbow something. I don't know if that's blowing out. They're quite bright colours, so I've got so many colours, it's ridiculous. People absolutely love them. I sell them for $18, which is probably underpriced. I'm thinking about putting them up to $20 this year. When I very first started, so I've been selling them for about 3 years. When I very first started, they were $12 because it was a hobby, and I was like, oh sweet, I get a couple extra bucks. And I wasn't doing markets. I was only had them in a shop, so I didn't really need to make too many at a time. I could just do it as a hobby. I think as crafters, we undervalue what our items are worth. Do you think that you undervalue your items when you sell them? It's kind of a balance of what people will pay. So they were $12.50 in a shop, and so that was the first year, and then the second year they were so popular. I thought, well, I can make a bit of extra money on the side. Don't worry, it goes through my business. It's not under the table, but I can make extra money on the side, so to speak. And plus, I love making them. They're so much fun. So I thought, well, if I'm going to be making them, not just when I want to, I need to put my price up. So I put them up to $18. Not a problem in selling them. Didn't make one difference. So from $12 to $18, didn't make any difference. So yeah, what is this? Chantelle, I would make them $20 easier on the change tin, and yarn is not cheap. So true. Yeah. I'm in that whole mindset of, if I pay $19 for something, it's not $20 and it sounds cheaper. But I think I'm going to, I was thinking about doing it last year, putting them up to 20, after I'd done all my markets, and I thought, okay, $18 seems to sell really well. I have had a couple of people say it's too expensive, but they're just really not my people. But most people were not bothered at all in paying that $18. So I thought last year, maybe I'll put it up. So I'm probably going to put it up for 20. And like Chantelle said, it's easier on the change tin. It's an even amount, and people are like, $20. Most people use card to pay now. Since COVID, cash really is not a thing. It's mostly just on card, but yeah. Sally says, I tried to hand knit one. Let's just say I didn't get very far with it. Oh dear. What colours do you use most? So for my crochet, I love grey and blue, and I love rainbow colours, so anything bright. For the knitted headbands, I'm not sure if you're asking for that, but pretty much every colour. Any colour you can think of. These are my top seller. These would sell easily twice as much as the other colours. The next popular colour would be grey. Black isn't as popular as what you would think. It's still one of the popular colours, but definitely rainbow and grey are my top sellers. And the mustard, this is a gold. This is the gold, but a mustard colour, that was selling really well as well, but last year not as much. So I think people are kind of coming out of mustard. Claire, you're a hoot. Thanks, Roz. What have we got here? We've got people popping in. Nana Michelle Crochets. Welcome, everyone. Angela, I had a friend of my mum's pay me $20 for each for 2 Tunisian headbands I made for her. Yes, so I think now, even last year, but I think $20 is reasonable. I think that's a reasonable price to pay for a headband, especially because I know no one in my area makes them because I've never seen them. And I've seen people wear them out in public, and I've gone up to them and said, oh, hi, excuse me, I'm just asking about your headband. wondering where you got it from, because I sold them through a shop, but I don't work in the shop. And they'd say, oh, I got it in the little shop, or my friend got it for me at a market. And I was like, oh my gosh, I made that. I do have labels, but I didn't use them on all of my headbands last year because I ran out and, got lazy. Sells Crochet Creations, and how much yarn does it take to make one? Okay, so I have to think about that. So I don't know the measurements, but someone may. Stylecraft yarn ball, I can get 2 adult size. And then I have leftovers, which I don't do this, but I could probably make a kid size, which is made on this is made on the 40, I think it's got 46 pins or 48 pins. I can't remember. So this makes the adult width, but then I can make one on a smaller machine. So it's about that width. Oh, that's hard. So it's about that width, and I could make a kid's headband out of that. I don't do that because the kids' ones don't sell. But I could definitely... So you could get 2 adults and a little kids one, which you could probably easily sell for $10 out of one yarn ball. And I haven't checked prices for a while, but I think the yarn was about $4. I have tried the Spotlight yarn. So if you're an Aussie, I've tried the Spotlight yarn. I think it's called Marvel. But it's slightly too thick and the machine doesn't like it, unfortunately, because it's Australian. Well, it can get it in Australia, so it's really handy, but I've been having to order it from England because that's the yarn I found that it loves. If I can find another one that's in Aussie, I would definitely go for it. $20 is reasonable. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you so much. I'm just scrolling back. I feel like I've missed a comment. So Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. Love those. I have an Addy. Need to get busy with it. Yeah. The Addies are so much fun. They're really good. They're not cheap to buy. But if, like, for myself, so let's say $20 a headband, I've got to sell... I'm going to say 20 headbands. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to say 20 headbands, so that of profit, so not the $20, the profit out of 20 headbands, and I've paid for the machine. Because the machines aren't cheap. I haven't checked prices recently, but I know they're at least $300. They're not cheap to buy, but if you're going to buy them to make stuff for markets, like 20 headbands and you've paid for it. How much does it take to make one? It's already... So does anybody else have an Addy knitting machine? Chantelle says Stylecraft has a lovely line called Heathers. It's gorgeous. Ooh. Sal says, I wonder if it would like the Bendigo 8-ply or 4-ply. That's a very good question. So I normally make acrylic headbands, but the last market, the last year when I did a market, the 2 years before that, not so much, haven't had much of a request, but especially the last year, I got requests for woolen ones because they're acrylic and not everybody likes acrylic. I've had requests for woolen ones, so I am going to try out because I have Bendigo woolen mills. Whoa, this shelf here is my Bendigo woolens mill shelf. God, that is really hard to do back to front. Just here, so I've definitely got some in there that I could just make a headband. I'm going to make one for myself. Me, I do. I have not used it yet. Caroline, for the love of crochet. I love your username. Yeah. 4 Seasons and Marvel is thicker 8-ply. Try the 4 Seasons Stallion range. It's thinner. I've used the Stallion range. I don't personally like that yarn. I haven't used it for a couple of years now, but I personally don't like the yarn. Is the Addy king size or the express? It's an Addy king size for the headbands, and the express is the smaller one, which I think is 22 needles. Yes, Sally says, I'd be interested to know if it works with the Bendigo woolen mills. I need to get one of those down. Anyway, we've been chatting. It is 11 past 11. 11. That is like my lucky, I don't know if it's a lucky number, but every time I look at the clock, not every time, obviously, but more than likely around this time, I look and it's 11:11. I don't know if that means something. It's really strange. But it's 11:11. It's also my mum's birthday. I'll show you. I've got a screensaver. Sorry, I'm trying to think what they're called. I have a screensaver on my computer. Oh, that's really not going to work. So this photo was taken by a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, and she does amazing photography. And you're going to have to ignore the squares and the weird bit. That's just the screen. So my niece is 4, and my mum passed away 7 years ago. So my mum has never met my niece. So my friend, that's way too bright. My friend did some photos with myself and my niece because I wanted some photos. Why is that so glary? And she did some photos of my niece. Oh, no.
Send it through to me and I'll throw it up on the screen for you.
I can send it to you. 2 seconds. It looks weird because I've taken a photo of a computer screen, but you'll get the gist. So, yeah, my mum passed away 7 years ago-ish, and my niece she's almost 5. What? And my friend made me this as a surprise, and you can imagine what happened when I received it. So this is my screensaver on my computer. So I'm looking at you on my laptop, and then my computer screen is there. So it's absolutely stunning. So that photo of mum that's actually at my wedding, and I think that was the color of. Was it the color of? No, I think her dress was grey. What? Yeah, I think her dress was grey. Wow, my friend is very talented. But that doesn't look like her dress. Her dress was very like I don't know what you call it, but just like cut straight and just plain. There was no like frilly bits, no lacy bits, no lacy bit on the shoulder. I'm looking over here because it's here. No lacy bits on the shoulder, no roses. She obviously wasn't wearing fairy wings to my wedding. So everything. So the fairy wings, basically the whole thing. The necklace, the grey necklace is definitely original. But the rest is all magic. So cool. Anyway, it's 11:15, and that is time for me to sign off. Yes, everybody get their tissues ready. It's so cool. Thank you, Rasha. Yeah, it's time for me to sign off. I've had an awesome chat with everyone. I can't believe it's been an hour and 15 minutes already. So stay tuned in 2 weeks. That will be our next chat. Thank you, Caroline. I literally just read your comment as that is a sweet potato. Thank you. Yeah, so 2 weeks' time will be on our next chat, same time, same bat channel. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. Queensland time is Chantelle's chat over on the Fiberific channel. So make sure you go and check that out. Subscribe to her if you haven't already. And I will see you when I see you. Happy crochet, everyone. Bye.